What it do, everybody? It's your boy BX Brother 718_TV live with NBA 2K19 SSBA. My league online, season 6. Got my Minnesota Timberwolves going up against KJ and his New Orlean Pelicans. I will be without Cat. He was injured for 10 games. Got 9 more to go. Yeah, let's try to get it.
New Orleans, land of the... Pelicans in a fine Western Conference battle at the New Orleans Arena. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Taking a look at Minnesota. They've got to be hoping that the road will be a little kinder to them than their winless homestand they just concluded.
And guys, one of the approaches when you're starting a short road trip like this is guys want to come right out of the box with focus, game in hand, and not think about the next one. Get as many wins as you can on the road. It's so important.
It really is, and they want this one tonight, guys. I mean, I'm sure of that. When you're only on the road for a few games, you want to make sure you get something done out there and don't go home empty-handed.
He's only listed at 6'4", but Holiday plays bigger than that. That's the case on D more than anywhere else. He can guard 3 positions, and there's a lot of value in that.
Now the Timberwolves with it. Here's Teague. Covington in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Outside Holiday. We're about 1 minute into the first. Pulls up on the wing. And it's good off the back rim and in. And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for Minnesota. 4-point game. Pass to Covington. Over Temple. Covington's shot is off.
And you can learn a lot about rebounding by watching this guy. Look at the fundamentals there on the box out. And watching Robert Covington and how he plays out there. Great 3-and-D guy. The ultimate role player on a team. And he just gels well with his teammates and doesn't force shots.
You know, Ball, despite the quirkiness of the shot, he does have a quick release, so you got to know he's a threat to score whenever he has it in his hands.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Wiggins with the block.
Great read that time by Wiggins, anticipating the shot. Sends it out with return to sender postage.
And it's Williamson missing.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Here's Teague. And that time, also a missed shot.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And the 3 ball is good.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Tone setting, that's what I call it. Grabbing this one by the throat early on and then squeezing it hard.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, The amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of blanks there. Can't hit a thing. Has to be deflating.
And the Pelicans making a change here. And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. He tries for three. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
Agreed. I mean, when the defense is right there, you got to move the ball, make the extra pass. That's a case of a poor shot selection.
Here's Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down.
Jeff Teague doing exactly what a point guard should do, setting up his guys nicely.
Holiday surveying the floor.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Clearly in great rhythm. They've got it going on. I mean, in a big way. Excellent job at establishing a huge lead early on.
Here's Jang. And it's blocked. And he recovers it.
Ball size and timing really an asset when it comes to him blocking shots.
New Orleans leading by 10. Pass to Temple. And Holiday has it in the corner. Over Wiggins. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. Wiggins left side. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
Spectacular move. Wiggins' elevation, body control, strength, elite across the board.
Here's Williamson. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game.
Boy, the defense was great. Superb, stellar, platinum level. Can't really contest that shot any better than that.
Cans it from downtown. Covington's got himself on the board with three there.
The three-point stroke of Robert Covington is really a thing of beauty. You can't let him get loose from the outside. He's dangerous.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Here's Teague after Drew Holiday's score. That one misses. Three shots all come up empty.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
And that one's good. Williamson. The Bulldozers got his second bucket of the game to go.
And really all credit to the pass there. I mean, he angled it just right. Set up the basket beautifully.
Kicks it out to Wiggins. Rebound by Drew Holiday. New Orleans leading by 9. And stolen by Wiggins. Lots of physical play, Clark, during your time in the NBA. That's been toned down to a degree. Do you miss it being a bigger part of the game now?
You know what? I think it's still a very physical game. The rules have changed. The way the game is officiated has certainly changed. Some of the tough fouls that you saw in decades past don't exist as much. But I still think the game is extremely physical. So I'm glad to see us move in the direction of toning that down a bit. There's enough physicality in the game.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And with the tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
You're exactly right. Halting the other team's run momentarily. Let's see what he comes up with now, Greg.
Minnesota trails by 12. Jang high post. Looking to end the run. And finished off by Jang.
And if you're wondering why Jang shoots such a high percentage from the field, look no further than effort.
Outside Holiday. Six on the shot clock. Fires from the corner. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Evan, there's no stopping him right now. I mean, he's locked in this quarter. This defense has to get the ball out of his hand.
Pass to Covington. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Covington's got 5 now.
And look at the sick moves of Covington. Just putting the defense on skates, roller blades, ice skates, whatever's moving fast in the wrong direction. That's what he's doing to him.
Now here's Ball. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
You know, every coach talks about playing team basketball, Clark. When it comes to the fans, they really come out to see the stars. What do you think is the psychology behind that?
Well, I think fans enjoy elite players and great talent across any sport. But they also recognize that team play is critical to winning. So I think it's a combination. Fans, I think we've got to give them a little more credit. Sure, they want to see the stars play, but they want to win, and they know to win, teams have to be about team basketball, not just highlighting and enjoying the stars.
Minnesota trails by 12. Here's Teague. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one is on Holiday.
And Teague is just the player you want drawing fouls and getting to the line. A solid free throw shooter.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. And you look at Jeff Teague, now with a decade in the league out of Wake Forest. Greg, what does he bring to the table aside from the fact that he's been in the playoffs every single year of his career?
Yeah, I mean, he's an explosive slasher and really has grown as a playmaker. Not a star, but a quality starting point guard.
The kick out to Holiday. Harris, no good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now here's Jang. Over Allen. Shot clock at 6. And Jang gets it to go. Jang's got it back down to within single digits for Minnesota. Here's Williamson. 6 points for him. Pass to Holiday. Wide open. Offensive rebound. Harris looking it over. No good that time. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Now Covington. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Covington's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
How about the alertness of Covington? I mean, sensing the separation from the defense and then cashing in on that space that was created.
Now here is Holiday. 14 points for him.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Jang high post. Pass to Covington. Back to Jang. Excellent D there from Allen.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Here's Williamson. Lets it go from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. And it's an 11-point New Orleans lead.
Man, they are doing some damage from deep.
Which is the main reason, partner, they're sitting on this big lead. Awesome shooting so far.
It's Covington on the wing. Wiggins left side. Goes back up. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, and he's connecting on a lot of his shots here, shooting a high percentage from the field, really giving his team a boost.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Andrew Wiggins, the #1 overall pick back in 14. Great bloodlines, the son of pro athletes. The game just seems to come easy to him. And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
New Orleans shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
Pass to Bell. Over Williamson. Bell's shot is good. Bell's got his first points in this one.
And this is where Bell likes to operate. Comfortable inside, knows he can get it done from there.
Harris outside. Drills the three-pointer. Harris has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
I think he's got to be more aggressive, stronger, getting through those screens. Can't allow shooters that kind of space to pull the trigger.
And he sinks the second. And so it's New Orleans holding on to an 11. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Pelicans have been rolling right along, haven't they?
I mean, you saw it. That barrage of threes has them grooving here after one.
Rolling, absolutely rolling, flat out killing it from beyond the arc.
Now, here is Bell. Over Hayes. Wow, way off on that.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Here's Napier, following the score by New Orleans. Here's Lehman. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
In the corner, it's Harris. From outside, off the mark. Minnesota trails by 11. Here's the machine. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And hate to make a mistake there. Have to stay focused.
Greg, I think they're just giving the game to him at this point. Can't make those kinds of errors.
Pass to Harris. It's tipped. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Here's Napier. Hits it from 3-point range.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
It's tipped. Pass to Lehman. Three-pointer. And another three for Minnesota.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Now here's Napier. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Pass to Lehman. 5 to shoot. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. New Orleans leading by 5. Here's Williamson. Can they get it? And here is Allen. And Allen slams it in.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition. And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
Yeah, as a former outstanding rebounder myself, I can certainly appreciate what this guy is doing. An extraordinary combination of talent and desire is what allows him to do what he's done today. Great performance.
Clark, when you're evaluating young players and you see a lot of them at the college ranks and certainly in the early years in the NBA, aside from their talents between the lines, which qualities tell you this kid has a chance to be special?
A couple of things. Humility, understanding their ability, but also recognizing they've still got work to do. That's one of the great qualities anybody can have. Work ethic, self-starting, and then you try to see if, in fact, they've worked through some challenges. How have they handled adversity? I mean, when you look at those things and couple them with talent, now you've got somebody that you feel like can be special.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Here's the machine. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Williamson. It's hauled in by Bates-Diop.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
In the corner, Napier with it. Pass to Bates-Diop. And it's Noah Vonleh with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. New Orleans leading by 11. Here's Williamson. Back to ball. Here's Williamson. Napier covering. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball.
Simply missed a connection there. I mean, I like the unselfishness. Admirable, but just not the result.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Napier. Trains the three-pointer. Napier's got it back down to single digits for Minnesota.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
That one falls. Here's Napier. He's got 8. Here's the machine. Pass to Bates-Diop. Inside. Lehman. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Lehman's got 7.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Guns it from downtown. 6 points for him.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Goes back up. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. New Orleans leading by 11. Ball with it. He's got 5. On the wing, Harris. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
New Orleans making a switch here. And you look at Lonzo Ball, and mostly his offense stands out. But you know what, Clark? He is a strong defensive player as well.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's got a nice combination, Kevin, of strength and length, which allows him to stay in front and disrupt opposing players. Really good instincts on and off the ball, which I think is why he's able to come up with blocks and steals from his position. I don't think he gets enough credit for how good he is at the defensive end.
Now, here's Napier. Following the miss by Lonzo Ball. And the basket by Napier. Pelicans leading by 11. Now Ball. Score the basket is third after 5 shots.
And I tell you what, Ball has excellent speed. He's got good size, and his savvy shows up right there because he's cutting right into the heart of the defense at just the right time.
Here's Lehman. He has 7. 6 to shoot. Here's the machine. Minnesota gets it back with a new shot clock. 3-pointer. Lehman gets the bucket. Lehman's got 10 points in the game.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Harris outside. And another 3 for New Orleans.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
Here's the machine. He's covered by Ball. Buries the long-range jumper.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Pass to Allen. It's deflected. Here's Bates Diop. Offline with his 3.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Now here is Holiday. 16 points for him. And that one, good. 18 points for him.
Yeah, it's called 3D. Dejected, deflated on defense. That's what's going on right now, guys.
Wiggins outside. Here's Teague. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
Man, I love the way Teague keeps his concentration, his focus, not allowing the defense to ruffle him at all.
Now here's Ball. He has 7. Right wing. And here's Holiday. Over Wiggins. Rebounded by Bell.
Boy, they ran the offense well to get this look. Even though he missed it, I think they liked the shot.
It's Covington on the wing. And the lead is down inside single digits. Covington's got 10 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
There's 1:54 left to play here in the second quarter. Pulls up on the elbow.
He's been unable to keep it going after that hot start.
No bucket, and that miss is number 6. He's made 7. Here's Wiggins. Off the left rim and out. New Orleans leading by 8. .127 left in the first half. Pass to Jones. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Jones has got his first basket.
One of the most impressive things about Ball is his awareness. He's got great court awareness and is a terrific distributor.
Now Covington. The kick out to T. From beyond the arc. Pass to Wiggins. Stolen by Ball. And the layup's good off the glass. And it's a 12-point Pelican lead.
That's exactly how you set the table. Great dime there. .36 seconds left in the first half of the game. Back to T. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bell. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Drains it from beyond the arc. Wiggins has got 10.
Yeah, improving the consistency from range, Kevin. One of the things Wiggins is focusing on. And I think he's accomplished it to this point.
Right side Holiday. Over Wiggins. Can't hit the step back jump shot. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans. In and we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Minnesota trails by 9. Back to Teague. Pass to Wiggins. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, a magnet for fouls. Wiggins' explosiveness gives him a great advantage against most any defender.
The Timberwolves have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses early.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
You know, this season versus last, they've seen a decrease in their success at the free throw line.
Holiday. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. After this one, they take on the Clippers at the Staples Center. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Back to Bell. Wiggins outside. Shot clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Here's buckets. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
Minnesota with the ball, following the score by New Orleans. A nice shot by Teague.
Hey, Teague's not a big guy, but he's not really pint-sized. Nonetheless, impressive work for the little fella to get it done inside.
Here's buckets. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Teague drives in. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And Jeff Teague grew up in Indianapolis. Spent a season with the Pacers. Clark, you've spent some time around that team. What are your impressions of Teague?
I think he's really solid. Kind of a quiet leader, steady, reliable. He actually stayed in his parents' basement while he was with the Pacers. Pretty frugal, I would add, too. They say you can't go home again. I guess he proved that theory wrong.
Covington with the steal. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
For Minnesota, they had gone 7 of 11 from the line.
You know, you think about Wiggins, drafted number 1 overall a few years ago. So many high expectations, and to be fair and honest, he's met most of them.
Here's Holiday, and the shot goes in. Holiday's got 20.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Outside Teague. Wiggins outside. Just 5 to shoot. Basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
That would be 4 in a row for him now, as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Here's buckets. No good on the 3.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Teague feeling it out a bit. Pass to Jang. And here's Covington from the arc. The shot, no good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Now here is Holiday. He's got 20. Here's Wiggins. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Outside Holiday. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pelicans.
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
Pass to Covington. Back to Teague. It's Covington on the wing. Oh, good on that one. Excellent D there from Allen.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
He just threw that possession away. Hopefully he learns from that and doesn't make the same mistake again.
Now here's Teague. He's got 7. Pass to Wiggins. Wiggins drawn the double team. To the paint. Looking for Jang. He gets it there. Can't hit from in close.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
Stops. Pops. And it's Wiggins missing. On the wing, Harris. Pass to Williamson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game. First one falls for him. He's off on the second.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Covington is always looking to shoot the ball. I mean, which in turn forces defenders to get extra aggressive with him when he's going up with the shot.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Now here is Harris. He's got 11. And it's Williamson missing. Outside Teague. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Here's Temple. Pass to Williamson.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
He's had 5 chances at the line, gone 4 for 5. He's off on the first.
And only about 60% from the line for the game. They shot it better in that first half, but have fallen apart here in the second half.
Now here's Napier. He's got 10. We've seen him miss a couple from the line so far, going 2 for 4.
And 74%, you know, so-so. We probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
And it's really baffling. I don't know how he lost his touch at the line so dramatically, guys. I mean, and it happened quickly as well. He's nowhere close to what he shot from the line last season.
Now here's Ball. He's got 7. Pass to Ingram. And again, no good by New Orleans. And here's Napier. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. trailing by 2. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Now here's Ingram. He's had his share of big nights at the offensive end, that's for sure. His scoring average is at 18 points a game. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. Pass to Chang. Back to Napier. Here's the machine. Shot clock at 5. For the lead, Layman gets the bucket. Layman's got 13 points.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give you.
Now here's Ingram. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Hey, I know Ingram looks a little wispy and light, but his strength is deceptive.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Pass to Chang. Here's the machine, defended by Jones. From deep three-point range, and no good. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. Here's Ingram. That one doesn't go. Timberwolves on offense. It's a one-point game. Pass to Bell. Here's the machine. Timberwolves passing it around. Moore with the steal. Drops in the breakaway layup. Moore's got his second bucket of the night. Now here's Napier. 13 points in the game. Here's Layman. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Layman's got the game tied up here for Minnesota. Here's Ingram. It's stolen by Bell. Pass to Chang. In the corner, Napier with it. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Ball. Count the basket. Ball's got 9 points.
Yeah, skilled at getting shots up and over the defense in the paint. Lonzo Ball doing a nice job with that.
Got a piece of it. Pass to Williamson. Now here's Moore. Over to the left wing. They get it back. Ball no good.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Layman offline with his 3. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive rules have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. And Gorgie Jang is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. Now, here's Ball. He's got 9. Pass to Williamson. Rebound, Minnesota. Here's Layman. .27 seconds left in the 3rd. Shot from 16. No good off the front iron. New Orleans in the lead. Ball with it. Ingram outside. It could go. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. 3 quarters of play in a close game. Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so it's New Orleans with it. Here's Williamson. Kick out to Moore. Traps in the tray. Moore's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for New Orleans. Pass to Bell. Here's the machine. Here's Napier. Free throw drops for Napier.
And, you know, he may finally be rounding into form after what's been a tough game for him at the line prior to this trip.
Here's New Orleans. The lead is 2. Pass to Williamson. And it's the machine with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Timberwolves call time here.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Always. And having a good coach is critically important. I mean, you need somebody you can count on to make the right adjustment.
Minnesota making a switch here. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Timberwolves head coach talking to his team. He told them, look, fellas, this is what we're capable of when you come together as one. I knew you had it in you, just like I know we're going to come out on top. Finish this game.
Now, here's Napier. For 3, sinks the three-pointer. Napier's got 5 points now this quarter.
And how about the consistency from range tonight? Really impressive.
Yeah, you know what? The defense can't keep giving him these looks. I mean, he looks really comfortable shooting from these spots on the floor.
Kept alive. Pass to Temple. Shot clock at 5. Ingram wide open. Buries it from three-point range. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
No stopping Ingram when he's in rhythm, especially when he gets a pass in the spot he loves pulling the trigger from.
Here's the machine. From down in the low post, it goes. Harris outside. Pass to Temple. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And the passing of Ingram, I mean, setting up his teammates and distributing the ball the way he does, effortless.
Napier feeling it out a bit. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
Pass to Ingram. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really, guys, I can't put a ceiling on Ingram. I mean, with his length and his shooting stroke and work ethic, this is a guy who I think has the potential to be truly great.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Now Napier. It's picked off. And now it's Allen running. He can go all the way. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Minnesota gets called for the foul. The first free throw is good. And Allen drops them both. Minnesota trails by 6. And here's Napier. Pass to Bates-Diop. But they recover it.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Here's Ingram. It's blocked. Pass to Bates-Diop. Here's Lehman. Knocks down the 3 ball. Lehman's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, they're dialed in. Locked and loaded from outside the arc. It's all about the triple so far. He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Here's the machine. 6 on the shot clock. And that one is stuffed right through.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
Now here's Ingram. Tries again. No good on the shot. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Now here's Napier. Here's Lehman. Pass to Vonleh. No good that time. Excellent D there from Allen. Here's Ingram. Tipped away. And here's Holiday. Napier covering. It's Ingram on the wing. Ingram can't get that one to fall.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Here's Lehman. Pass to Vonleh. Now Napier. Defended by Allen. They get the rebound. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. And the Pelicans making a change here. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. New Orleans leading by 4. Ingram outside. Looking to end his cold spell. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Vitally important. I mean, if you relax for a second, you're cooked. You're toast. They learned that lesson there.
Oh, get it!
What a throwdown there. Man.
Whoa, just climbing the ladder for that 360. Stupendous hop.
Yeah, Greg, he was sky high on that finish.
And that's what it takes, guys. Athleticism, coordination, and a bunch of confidence and fearlessness.
And both free throws good for Napier.
And he's been to the line much more here than he was in that first half. He's not playing nearly as tentatively as he was earlier.
Now here's Ball. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Higgins outside. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Yeah, and those illegal screens have really become a point of emphasis for the officials.
And it seems like they've been more than willing to crack down on those. Makes it tough to get as physical as you'd like to out there.
Pass to Williamson. Good D by Bell. Minnesota trails by 4. Outside Teague. And here's Bell. Covington with it. Now guarded by Ingram. Covington with the bucket. Here's Williamson. Pass to Hayes. Out to the wing. 5 on the clock. Here's Williamson. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Now here's Wiggins. Covington in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Here's Williamson. And it's Ball in the corner. Another shot. It's rebounded by Teague. And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They trail by 1. Wiggins surveying the floor. A fader. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And Kevin, that could be an important bucket as this game tightens up. I mean, Wiggins looking sure of himself out there.
Now here's Ball. Ingram left side. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration. What a clutch performer. He loves being in these situations, just relishes the opportunity. A lot of guys say they do, but you can see it in his face. He truly does.
Bell's shot is good.
Even when the defense is on him, Bell takes them on. A relentless player who goes up strong inside.
Here's Williamson. Right through the D for the layup. The Bulldozers got 6 points in the quarter. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Covington wide open. He fires. That's good, and so Teague with the assist.
Man, I tell you what, you just really got to admire and respect the fearlessness of Covington. Never backs away from taking a crucial shot.
Pass to Ingram. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And the second of two is good. That narrows the gap to 1. And the Timberwolves with possession here. And Teague, here we go. And it's Wiggins missing. Ball with it. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 1.
Unflappable, even keeled ball. Fantastic with his poise. I mean, this guy has future star, I think, written all over him.
Stolen by Holiday. Here's Ingram. Good.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Indeed it is. Love seeing him deliver when they need him most. No fear taking these shots. I love it.
Teague for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Here's Williamson. Poke loose. Just 4 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Holiday inside the line. Beats the shot clock but can't get it to fall. Pass to Bell. The 3 won't fall. So it's